Hi, I'm Dave Skurtovich.
And I'm Mitch McCoy.
Mitch has worked in the industry for a long time, working with the premier companies throughout the Silicon Valley. He's put together a top 10 list of best practices for mobile app development for events. He's going to share those with us today. The first one is mobile app timelines.
So the most important thing to remember about developing mobile apps, it's not a website. You can't do last minute changes. Give yourself plenty of time to make changes so that you can get those apps approved in the store. I mean, even 4 weeks ahead of the time when you need them in the marketplace.
Great. Number 2, UI and UX.
So the user interface and the user experience. Make sure you design the user interface for big click states, big fingers. And the other thing is make the information really easy to read. Good user experience.
Great. And then number 3, executive feedback.
Executive feedback is really important. You get that app approved, you want to get it in the marketplace, the execs get a chance to look at the app, they come back with changes. You need to leave yourself time to make those changes and then get that app approved in the store.
Great. And then number 4, App Store accounts.
App Store accounts is a very important thing to move upstream in the process. Find out who in the company owns the Apple Store account, for example, the Apple Developer account. Who owns the Microsoft account? Work out a relationship with them in the beginning so that you can submit that app with no problem.
Yeah, that one's a really good one. It's oftentimes overlooked.
Yes.
Number 5, pre, during, and post strategy.
That's right. So when you develop the app, think about what you want that app to do before the event, what you want that app to do during the event, and post the event. So before the event, for example, you can put teaser information. You can put information in there that helps visitors, attendees make their travel plans better. During the event, you can release new information. Dave just did a presentation in a work session, and as soon as that work session is done, we can release this PowerPoint to all the people who use the app.
Great. Number 6, use app launch to drive attendee registration.
That's right. The app can be exciting. So if you get that app out there early and give it to the attendees, it helps drive registration. It helps give them teaser information and build excitement.
Cool. All right. Number 7, app submittal to stores.
The app submittal to the store, a lot of things can go wrong in this step. So make sure that you give yourself the time to process it correctly and work out the kinks. In the Android environment, it's pretty easy and straightforward. In the iOS Apple Developer, it can be a little tricky, as can some other environments.
Yeah, this is very different than most interactive projects.
That's correct.
Number 8, app downloads at events.
So the app downloads is a tricky one because what happens is people tend to put a QR code scanner out there and people walk up to scan the code and then download the app. The problem is a lot of people are coming out of a general session. They're all doing this at the same time and the network is overloaded. So take those QR code scanners and those app download signs, spread them throughout your event so people can access them in places where the network is not overloaded.
Yeah, great solution for a common problem.
Yes.
And number 9, content refresh tactics.
So one of the neat things that we do in this app is when you open the app, it goes out to the servers and it pings the JSON files and it can download fresh content. So we can always update the content for that event as your days change. That's a really cool one.
Excellent. And number 10, app connectivity strategies.
Yeah, the issue with downloading fresh content is somebody might be in an area where the network's overloaded and they go to download it and they lose connectivity. So what we've done is we've said, okay, we're going to give the app a certain amount of seconds, download the content. If you're not done by then, we're disconnecting it from the download process. We'll use anything that was downloaded as your existing content, and then we'll use anything that was cached. That allows you to always have an app that's smooth whether you have connectivity or not.
Sweet. All right. Thanks so much for the information.
My pleasure.